All right, how's it going, Melody?
It's going well, thank you.
That's good. We're with Melody with Verrado Vipers. We're gonna interview her, and we're just gonna let you guys know a little bit about her, a little bit about Verrado's program, and just kind of what she's looking for in athletes, her coaching style, and yeah, we're just gonna dive on in. Hey, Melody, how long have you been coaching for?
I have been coaching here at Verrado for 2 years, but for 29 years in total. This is year 29.
Wow,
Yeah.
A veteran in the sport. Okay, 29 years. That's awesome. What would you say has made you a successful coach and been able to keep you in the game for 29 years? I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah. You know, I think one of the most important things for me is that I really try to build relationships with my athletes and try to get them to build relationships with each other. I think athletes will work really hard for you when they trust you, when they have a connection with you, and when they have a connection with the team. And so that's at kind of the forefront of the program, is making sure that they feel valued and respected, and that they are internally motivated to want to do better because they want to do what's right for their teammates and for you and for the program. So I think that's something that I really try to bring into any program that I'm working with, is that sense of building a rapport and relationships with each other.
That's awesome. I mean, it seems like you have a wonderful relationship with your athletes. So obviously, you know, that speaks to what you do. I've been able to see what you do for like the last 2 seasons now, and it's amazing. You know, you definitely care about your athletes, and it seems like they pick up on that and they reciprocate that, you know, back. We have a lot of athletes on the west side of town here that would love to be a future Viper. What are you looking for in terms of an athlete that's incoming to your program? What kind of skills do they need to have? What kind of mentality and work ethic? Like, what are you looking for that athlete that wants to be part of your program?
You know, as far as skills, one thing that I think every coach has noticed, especially post-pandemic, is that we are having to step back a little bit and really work on tumbling, because a lot of the kids who are coming in now were those middle schoolers during the pandemic and didn't get a lot of that middle school cheer experience. So tumbling tends to be something that is lacking a little bit. So definitely, if someone comes in with some tumbling skills, back handsprings, back tucks especially, that's really, really helpful. With that said though, it's not required, because we do have amazing people who come in and help us with that. But I think the most important thing for me and for our team is having athletes who are motivated and who have an open mindset and who are willing to learn. They may have come in and been a flyer in middle school, and we might make them a base, or we might ask them to try back spotting, or they may have not had any experience at all, but coming in and just saying, yeah, I'm willing to do it, I'm willing to learn, I may not know it now, but I'm open to learning and to taking the feedback and to doing whatever I can do to become successful. So for me, it's a lot more about the mindset that you come in with, and the willingness to learn from others and to take the feedback and to say, I don't know how to do it, but I'm willing to try. Because if they have that, all those skills and all of that material is going to come. And we have freshmen, JV, varsity, so we have a level for everybody. So it's not necessarily just the skill as much as the willingness just to put in all of the effort that it takes to be successful. I've worked with Dauntless for 2 seasons, and I've had a lot of other vendors that have come in and worked with the kids. And the one thing that I love about working with Dauntless is that they care about pushing my kids as much as I do. You know, kids are kids, they're teenagers, and they come in and they're tired. We have early morning practices, and they're not always extremely motivated to get started right away. And any tumbling instructor could come in and just go through the motions and kind of let the kids lead the show and you know, take the money and go, so to speak. But working with your program, you have like pushed my kids, you have encouraged them, you make them want to be better, and you hold them accountable for doing that. And I think that that is super, super important. The other thing is just having people that are knowledgeable about not just tumbling or not just stunting, but are really well-rounded and can help with everything. So I can come in at a moment's notice and say, hey, I really need help with this stunt, or can you help clean up this piece of the dance? And you've been able to do that. And that's really valuable for me, because when I have 50 kids and one coach or one set of eyes, or maybe 2 coaches there that day, you know, having extra people who can come in that are knowledgeable and experts in the field and can really help with anything has been a godsend for me.
Is there anything else you would like people to know about you, the program, kind of like what you're all about?
You know, like I said, other than kind of the building those relationships with the kids, I also strive really hard to do that with the parents, to be very informative and very approachable when parents have questions. And one of the things that I also expect of the kids and the parents is to really help us become an integral part of the community. So we do a lot of events in the community in addition to just our practices and our competitions and games. We're out there in the community doing a lot of activities. So, you know, if you're going to be part of our program, expect to become a huge part of what Verrado is and to support our school and our community. And that is something that goes far with us.
That's awesome. Well, y'all heard it from her. This is a little bit about Verrado and about Melodie and just about their program in general. Thank you so much for your time, Melodie.
Thank you.
And you know, we'll be talking to you soon.
Great, thanks.